Dinah. If she wanders to China, I would hop an ocean liner just to be with Dinah Lee. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm John and I regularly post ukulele tutorials here on YouTube at all different levels. Today we're going to be looking at how to play Dinah, a fun jazzy tune from 1925. The music was written by Harry Askt and the lyrics by Sam Lewis and Joe Young. It's been covered by a host of artists over the years, including Fats Waller, Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington and the Mills Brothers, just to name a few. In this arrangement we'll be looking at the song in the key of D major, with a change to B minor in the bridge. It's a great song to play on the ukulele, and I'll be walking you through the chords and some suggestions for the rhythm or strumming. I'll link in the card above and the video description below to a play-along video that I've created in order for you to practice with. So grab your uke and let's get started. But before we do, please consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me out with making more of these video tutorials moving forward. If you'd like a PDF copy of the song sheet with all the lyrics and the chord boxes, buy me a coffee. See how to do so in the video description below and I'll email one over to you. Alternatively, join me over at my Patreon page where all my tutorials and accompanying PDFs can be found in one place. Like many songs from the Timpan Alley era of the 1920s and 30s, the song has an introductory verse that has a different chord sequence and melody to the main part of the song. So after an 8-bar intro we get this introductory verse, and then after this we get the main part of the song, which consists of a standard A-A-B-A form. So 2 A sections, then a B section or a bridge, and finally another A section. This A-A-B-A form can then be repeated until the end of the song. I definitely vary my strumming a bit throughout the song, and I play the odd bar with a very syncopated feel, which I'll cover in the tutorial. But as a guide, I'm generally playing either just 4 down strums per bar, playing the second and the fourth strum a little louder, and maybe adding the odd up strum here and there, so something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you want a more definitive pattern, you could try down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And again, if you can try and emphasize the second and the fourth downs a little louder. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. The intro is 8 bars long and starts with 2 bars of D major, and then 2 bars of A7 in bars 3 and 4. And then in bars 5 and 6 we go back to 2 more bars of D. And then effectively we have 2 more bars of A7 in 7 and 8. But I like to play an A7 in bar 7 and then change to an A7 augmented in bar 8. You may see this chord written as A7 plus 5 as per the diagram, or you could also see it written as A7 sharp 5 as per the diagram now shown, or even A7 and the word aug written before or after the number 7. They all mean the same thing, an A7 chord with its 5th degree sharpened by a semitone. The main reason for changing from A7 to A7 augmented is to create more tension before resolving to the tonic chord of D. So A7, A7 augmented, and home to the tonic chord of D. As mentioned earlier, I also play a very syncopated strum pattern in the bar that I add this augmented chord, and also in other places during the song. The pattern I'm playing for this bar is mostly up strums and is effectively missing the down strums on beats 1, 2 and 3, but instead plays the up strums after each of these and then the down on beat 4 and the up after it. So the pattern written out would look something like this: up, 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 down, up. And I generally find that I naturally play a muted strum on the down on beat 1 as the hand has to go down in order to play the up strums. So on its own, bar 8 would sound something like this. And now in context as the final bar of the whole 8-bar intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, both this augmented A7 and the different strum pattern are completely optional. The opening verse is 16 bars long and starts with 2 bars of D. Then in bars 3 and 4 we have an A7. In bar 5 we go back to D. And then we have a B minor 7 in bar 6. An E7 in bar 7. And then in bar 8 we have a split bar of A7 and the A7 augmented chord. And here I'm effectively playing a bar of what is commonly referred to as the island strum or the calypso. So down, down, up, down, up. And I'm actually changing to the augmented chord on the up strum after the second down. So I play the first 2 down strums as an A7, then switch to the augmented chord on the up after the second down, and play that for the rest of the pattern. Then in bar 9 and 10 we have 2 more bars of D, then an F sharp minor in bar 11, and then we have a B7 in bar 12. I generally play the B7 shape now shown, but this one would work equally well, or even this rootless version of the chord works very well too. So try them all and see which sounds best to you in context of the song and the chord progression. In bar 13 we have an evenly split bar of A major, then F sharp minor. In bar 14 we have a full bar of B minor 7. Then in bar 15 we have a bar of E7. And finally in bar 16 we have a split bar of A7 and A7 augmented, sharing the bar equally this time. So if I just play through the opening verse, it would sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carolina gave me Dinah, I'm the proudest one beneath the Dixie sun. News is spreading about the wedding, I hear church bells ringing, here's the song my heart keeps singing. The A sections of the song are all 8 bars long, but all have slightly different chord sequences in the final 2 bars. So in the first A section, in bars 1 to 4, we have 4 bars of D. In bars 5 and 6, we have 2 bars of A7. Then in bar 7, we have a split bar of D and B minor 7. And in bar 8, we have another split bar of E7 and A7. So with the lyrics, that would sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dinah, is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there is and you know her, show her to me. In the second A section we have the same first 6 bars as the first, so 4 bars of D, 2 bars of A7, but this time in bar 7 we have a full bar of D, and in bar 8 we have an F sharp 7 chord that's setting us up for the key change to B minor for the bridge or the B section. And again on this bar I tend to play that syncopated up, 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 down, up strum. So with the lyrics, the second A section would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Dinah, with the Dixie eyes blazing, how I long to sit and gazing to the eyes of Dinah Lee. The B section or bridge is also 8 bars long and has a lovely line cliche over the first 4 bars where we are effectively just playing a B minor over all 4 bars, but the root note of the chord, the B, descends chromatically down a semitone in each bar. So in bar 1 we have a standard B minor. In bar 2 the note on the G string, the string nearest our face, would move down a fret, giving us a B minor major 7 chord. Minor major 7 chords are not all that common, and when you do see one it will generally be part of a line cliche. In bar 3 the note on the G string moves down another fret, giving us a B minor 7 chord. And in bar 4 it moves down one more fret, giving us a B minor 6 chord. In bar 5 we go back to our B minor chord. In bar 6 we have an E7. And then in bar 7 we have a bar of A7. And finally in bar 8 we have that A7 augmented chord with that same syncopated strum that I played in the final bar of the opening verse and over the F♯7 chord. So the full B section or bridge would be a 1, 2, 3, 4. Every night, why do I shake with fright? Because my dynamite changed your mind about me. In the final A section we have the same first 6 bars as the other A sections with 4 bars of D, then 2 bars of A7. In bar 7 we go back to D, and finally in bar 8 we have a bar of A7 augmented, again with a syncopated strum. So the final A section with the lyrics would be a 1, 2, 3, 4. Dinah, if she wanders to China, I would hop an ocean liner just to be with Dinah Lee. At this point we could either go back to repeat the whole AABA form again, or we could end the song. In my play along I do repeat the AABA sections for a second time before ending the song. As per the play along, the way I generally like to end the song is once I've got to the end of the AABA form for the second time around, I then play the final A section one more time, but this time after the first 6 bars I play a single D chord on beat 1 of bar 7, a single G chord on beat 3 of the same bar, and then in bar 8 a single C♯6 chord on beat 1 and a D6 chord on beat 3. The D, G and C♯6 chords are all played staccato, and then I let the final D6 ring. So if I just play the extra final A section to finish the song, we would have a 1, 2, 3, 4. Dinah, if she wanders to China, I would hop an ocean liner just to be with Dinah Lee. So that about wraps everything up for this tutorial. You effectively now have everything you need to play Dinah. I'll link in the card above and the video description below to the play along video that I've created in order for you to practice. Have fun with it, it's a great song to play. Be sure to hit the like button if you found this tutorial helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more ukulele content. If you'd like a PDF copy of the song sheet with the chord diagrams and the lyrics, buy me a coffee, see how to do so in the video description below, and I'll email one over to you. Alternatively, join me over at Patreon, where all my tutorials and accompanying PDFs can be found in one place. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.